The Open Shots podcast is a mature audience's podcast. Listener discretion is advised. What's going on, DMV? Once again, this is that show. You know about that show. It's called Open Shots. Check us out, Open Shots. You know where to reach us at is Open Shots, dmv@gmail.com. I'm your host, Alex, along here with
Rick.
Rick, what you sipping on?
Motherfucking Heineken, you already know.
Staying with us, staying true,
All
staying
day
loyal.
in the paint.
I'm over here with the beer. Said unsponsored independent podcast owner. So whenever y'all want to sponsor me, I'm still around.
From St. Louis.
Yeah.
Anaheim.
Right on. So it's been a month since you heard us. Rick, how has been your last month been?
Man, my month been cool except for fucking Monday mornings.
NFL has started. Obviously, NFL is in the mix.
On fucking Tuesday morning this week.
Yeah, being a Redskins fan.
After that, everything been
Redskins Bears. How'd that turn out?
Man, it turned out fucking not good for us. What you mean?
Yeah, somebody got bared down on.
Yeah, fuck Case Keenum. I told y'all that shit last month. Fuck Case Keenum.
Right on. So, everything's good with you then, Rick?
I'm cool, you know. Just came back from my son game. They got punished.
So now they
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. That's still a good record.
Man, they got demolished. They got their ass whooped.
It happens. You know what I'm saying?
They got punished, dog. I can't wait to go to my son.
Any given Friday night light.
Fuck no, they got their ass kicked. Anyways, I'm still mad.
So
let me power drink my beer for being mad, and I ain't even play.
Rick, I want to wish you a happy birthday. I believe somebody's celebrating a birthday this week.
39, cut.
39.
Still in my 30s, baby.
30 what?
39.
Oh, hey.
No, I'm 35. That's what my wife said. She said I'm 35.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hey.
Hell yeah.
If that's what they saying, I'm with it. I'm rolling. All right, so this is a show, Open Shots. Hit us up at openshotsdmv@gmail.com. So today's agenda, you haven't seen us or heard us for a month. So we have a couple topics we're going to get into. The first one being, of course, Donald Trump. It's just lovely if you're doing podcasts because we can always hear about Donald Trump and potential impeachment charges.
Finally get him.
We're also going to talk about the Dragon Ball Z master video game player Tekashi 69. Yeah. Is that his name?
Yeah,
that's his name.
Tekashi. I don't know. I ain't listened to him. But I just was like 6'9", but it might be Tekashi.
Well, you know who you know who he is. Yeah, you know who he is. But all of a sudden, I feel like it's Dragon Ball Z video game world champ or something. But yeah, that guy. Then after that, we're gonna move on to NFL. Yeah, how the
fuck Dallas
records are looking. Teams looking ahead this week and the following week. And then we're going to end it on something that, just probably if you missed it, if you hadn't heard about it, we're going to let you know about it, which is a U.S., I guess, person in in our military government was teaching people overseas how to make bombs. Yeah, and the feds caught him on Facebook. Absolutely. But we're going to get to that. So once again, this is our order of topics. Donald Trump, impeachment. Tekashi 69, snitching. NFL schedule, results, looking ahead. And finally, a U.S. soldier teaching people overseas how to make bombs. So, Rick, let's start with Donald Trump and the potential impeachment. What is he essentially getting looked at? Why is this being brought up? Because we have heard impeachment before.
Nah, but I think this is the type of junk the motherfuckers can be like, oh man, you can't do that shit because he gave the motherfuckers a transcript. He fucking out his own fucking mouth, so he can't blame nobody but himself, right? Do me a favor. What the fuck? Right. Joe Biden, his son, the other junk about what's it called? Cut Stone, Lee Stone. What's the junk called?
I don't know.
The one that look at that shit.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, podcast listeners, if you don't know what's going on, Donald Trump is facing impeachment. You probably heard it, impeachment again. Well, all right, so it's a second round, I guess, for Democrats or just in terms of our government. But Donald Trump is getting essentially the impeachment thumbs up for Pelosi. Pelosi's
trying to get dirt on, basically trying to get dirt on Joe Biden. Let's not bullshit. They're gonna try to spin that shit all they want. Right. Come on, man, get some shit on Joe Biden and his son, because That's a strongest opponent that he got.
Right.
Motherfuckers ain't stupid. And they trying to flip the shit and do some old shit, trying to make it seem like Joe Biden did something done. But the fucking Ukraine government already said he ain't do nothing done. Nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the whole time they keep trying to throw his son in the game. But during that whole time for the investigation, his son wasn't even working for that fucking company. So what the fuck?
So the entire thing with so first of all, Donald Trump, and this is, the White House released these, and he
admitted it.
Shout out to snitches in this case. Because there was a whistleblower. Yeah, there's a whistleblower. All right, well, fine.
Yeah, whistleblower.
The whistleblower.
He heard some shit. Well, he ain't even heard it. Even if it's secondhand information, we want to hear, because eventually they gonna be like, who the fuck
I
told
apologize for calling a whistleblower a snitch, but it's kind of like, still telling. But the difference is, obviously, a snitch got locked up.
If you told me some petty,
and then had to do something
if you told me
dire.
some shit like that, and I'm the one that's like, dang, that really happened, and I told somebody, and it's that fucking serious, you don't think they're gonna talk to you? They're gonna press me. They're gonna be like, they're gonna come to you. So we're gonna see who's telling the truth. I think he's telling the truth. Why you got
right? So, well, regardless, the White House released the transcript.
Right, dog. That's what the fuck. Like, if you read the shit, right? I ain't read the shit. I go by what the news say. I let them motherfuckers read for me. Because I mean, even though it's like 5 fucking pages, if I'm not reading that shit, fuck all that.
Plus the language and the legal speak.
I ain't that fucking dumb. I know what the fuck they saying.
Right.
I ain't got time to read that shit. Okay, I read the sports page, motherfucker. That's the fuck I read. Right?
Shout out to all the sports writers who are
Washington
listening.
Post, that's all I fucking read. In the Metro, I want to know who got murked.
Right.
Anyway, and then I get my news from the news channel, right? And they get it to me faster.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. Fuck. Do me a favor. Let me know about Biden and his son. What the fuck else you gotta know? His fucking mouth, he said the shit. What the fuck?
Not only that, but I think a big part of this is, I don't know that you understand the income that was involved in this, which is 400 million. 400 million. So the president, our president, is denying 400 million.
And this is more.
And this is going back to July from what we know about the whistleblower. Yes, Rick, it could be more. But I mean, like, looking back at it, 400 million, and you really feel like that you can be that much of a tyrant. Almost like
they need that.
No, but he learned that from Putin, and maybe Putin was like told Donald Trump, like, you got the okay to talk to this guy however you want to talk to him, set him straight. You never know. But regardless, he's saying, but I'm denying your federal
fake information.
I'm denying your aid. So I'm gonna deny your aid, and then the next time we talk, all right, let's have a conversation. All right, I'm gonna take care of your aid. The very next conversation that they have is, I'm gonna take care of your aid, and it's for 400 million. But guess what? Can you do me a favor on a guy that I'm battling in my country?
I know that, but my thing is
that an impeachable offense?
Absolutely.
What is that?
The fuck is in the fucking law? Read the shit. We got this shit right here. I'm not a lawyer, but this shit is in the fucking law.
Abuse of power as a president.
Abuse of power. We just discussed that before we got on the fucking air. We got on air. Now we professional. Before we got on air, we talked about that. But that's what I'm saying. And what the fuck is motherfucking Giuliani? Does he work for the State Department? Is he an ambassador?
He's a lawyer to Donald Trump.
Yeah, but what the fuck is he talking to other countries for?
Right. Man.
What the fuck is...
Who's a Tekashi in this story?
No, I'm just saying. What the fuck is he doing? Is Trump giving him classified information?
Probably.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, just talking about it with you and just thinking about it was that, maybe Putin was, wanted to,
I don't know,
throw these kind of two guys who like, and see a fight.
I think that, around that time, July, that's just right after the Mueller report, right? He got in front of Congress, all that bullshit. It didn't pan out the way people thought it was going to pan out.
Right.
So maybe he was thinking, shit, I got away with it one time. Shit.
Right. July 25th.
Right. Let's do it again.
That thing makes sense in terms of timing.
And whoever told and shit, so his manpower was like, nah, he doing this shit again? And they were like, nah, we gotta do something now. Like, something ain't right. And the way they spinning that shit, that conspiracy shit, and to hear motherfuckers...
It's definitely not a conspiracy because the president...
No, I'm talking about the conspiracy theory that Giuliani and the Republicans are trying to spin on this shit. trying to make it seem like Joe Biden did it. And then, he was on record saying that, I withheld that type of money, but he was under the guidance of our government who told him to do it. The European Union was like, y'all need to change our prosecutor. Y'all ain't gonna get some shit like that. There was a whole rack of other fucking countries saying, but see, they gonna leave that part out. And what is so sad is if you listen, like today I was driving to work, right? And I was listening to 90.1. What's that? NPR? I don't know, but I was listening to NPR. I think they call it NPR. NPR? Well, C-SPAN radio. C-SPAN radio. There you go. C-SPAN radio. And maybe just because I'm a Democrat and I think like that, but when every time a Democratic person call, I'm like, he make fucking sense, right? But then when you get like them fucking Trump supporters and they fucking call, and it's like you get your information from Sean Hannity. And he just spin it a certain way, and he don't tell you the truth. That it makes sense to you.
It's so backwards.
Yeah. And then when you know the truth, and you know these conspiracy theories that they lay out, and it's like, dog, but they didn't tell you that his son never worked there.
Well, I think here's just a general thing I kind of just want to point this out for everybody out there, for wherever you're getting your news.
Fuck Fox News.
Well, wherever you're getting your news, cross-reference all your news.
Exactly.
That way you can see what is actually like kind of the story out there, and then form your opinion.
And like, what the fuck is the point of having a news channel if they don't tell the fucking truth?
Okay, so let me get back to we're moving aside here from the media.
No. Piss me off on that
shit. All right. So the other thing that I was thinking about with in terms of the White House releasing these,
but they had to.
Okay, and why did they have to?
Because you look guilty if you don't.
Okay, but if you don't, guess who's coming at your door?
Oh,
the feds.
Fuck no. William Barr owns the feds. They work under him.
Oh, so they're not gonna. So our agents are gonna kick that door
for what? Who gave them the okay?
For hiding transcripts, conspiracy.
How would they find out?
Because the transcripts were released now.
Right. Now if the transcripts never got released, who's going to force them? You think William Barr is going to be like, you must release him, Trump?
I think
he sucks Trump's dick.
So all right. So
he's named in that fucking.
So that's where we're at then.
He's named in the transcript. You think he's going to recuse himself?
So that's where we're at in terms of this presidency.
Under this inquiry, you think William Barr should recuse himself? He's named in the transcript like 5 fucking times. Yeah. And if he don't, I mean, Trump is using him like he's Giuliani. Like he's treating the Justice Department like that's his own personal law office.
Right.
Talk to Giuliani. Talk to William Barr, our AG. What the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck, man?
That happens to be this president. All right, so.
But let the other president do it. Let somebody else do it. They're going to have their fucking heads over there. They're going to be like, no.
Okay, so right now the impeachment proceedings could proceed with, ultimately, I believe it's abuse of power. But then they say that they were saying certain transcripts and putting them in Secret Service that was made for top class information only. Shit that shouldn't even be in top class information. They hiding shit, man. They can do that shit. They probably got some conspiracy shit going on. Okay, so here's something coming from Senator John Cornyn. The Senate will never convict President Trump before even reading the whistleblower's report.
I wouldn't believe him. Okay. But see, I do believe him because right now, the way America is, they're so divided right now, and people want to stick to their guns so much. And Republicans, what they're doing right now, they're not doing what's best for the country. They're doing what's best for their agenda. All they want to do is get reelected. What Trump says, I really do believe that shit. He could shoot a motherfucker in his face right now, and that motherfucking senator from fucking Alabama, Tarkin Santa, the congressman from Tarkin Santa, who still ain't smarter than me, he's still gonna say it was self-defense.
Okay, so in terms of 13 Republican senators, that's all we need, because we got 47 Democratic senators. All we need to do is get the weakest 13 and he's impeached. Okay, so right now, moving forward, Nancy Pelosi wants to impeach President Trump.
Right.
So you have the majority.
I want more evidence too, though, but I like how they started the process.
Right. Okay, well, they started the process. Yeah, well, the White House released voluntarily their shit.
Then, what the fuck? You know,
so, all right, wait, Tekashi. There's a Tekashi out here somewhere. All right, so the impeachment process. Mm-hmm. The House of Representatives is controlled by the Democrats. But in order to impeach him, you have to have the Senate
to come through. Conviction.
Yeah, exactly.
The House of Representatives, Congress can impeach.
Is it
up
even
to the Senate to convict?
Okay, so is it viable now to actually, in terms of politics aside,
I think
or
it's
politics
good.
with?
I think we could win.
Should we go forward?
Yes, because the difference between what Bill Clinton did and what Donald
and
Trump
I say
is doing,
we as a country of the United States, should we go forward with this?
What Donald
and I
Trump
believe we should.
is accused of doing, because he hasn't been convicted yet, but his transcripts is showing that he's using
his own release from the White House transcripts.
To use his own power, abuse of power, right? And there might be more other shit, okay? And what Bill Clinton got impeached for was what 99.85.
Well, what did he get locked up for?
He got
impeached for
lying. For lying.
Under oath.
How many men do you know, if your wife went to court with you and they were like, did you fuck this bitch? You can be like, fuck no. Right? Right? And they actually impeached him for that. And you be like, cuz, half of y'all motherfuckers doing this shit like right now. Right? So that's why America got behind Bill Clinton and he still won the election. You know, because he got impeached and then he was going through his second term, right?
Yep.
The motherfucker was like, dog, that's just his bitch. I mean, like his side hoe. She sucked his dick. Oh, well, I want him as president. Right?
So doing something.
That's one of the main reasons why I wanted fucking Hillary to win, because I wanted OG Bill back in the White House.
Yep.
Another story, different topic.
Still OG Bill, though.
It's still OG Bill. Hell yeah. But this time with Trump shit, I think it's not going to... See, I think when Trump be like, oh, it's a political game for him, he's sticking 20-something years ago. You're not getting impeached Trump for fucking another bitch. You fucking asking a foreign government for help to redo your election.
So it's worthy of impeachment proceedings.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. Okay, so for the rest of, in terms of what we've talked about earlier, the voting states, East Coast, the coasts, right? Big cities,
right?
Big blue places.
They're for that.
But in between, whole lot of red.
Yes.
So for all of those states, and however they're getting their media, they were talking about impeachment earlier this summer.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing happened.
Well,
now they're yelling impeachment again.
We didn't have.
Man, those Democrats.
See, I'm glad Nancy Pelosi didn't do that shit, because she was like, that's not enough firepower, right? That Mueller report, whatever the fuck. William Barr damaged all that shit.
I agree.
He did his little 3-page memo
before
the actual shit. So he sort of like shut the momentum down, right?
Yeah, yep.
Right?
Sure did. And I wonder where that came from.
Right. And then the Mueller report, there was fucking like 8 different times that he could have got him for obstruction of justice, but under the DOJ policy, you can't convict or indict the sitting president.
Right.
It's not written.
Not only
law.
That, but have a charge.
Right. But it's not talking about indictments. Law. It's just like a thumbs.
It's the president.
Right.
Yeah. He's a smart guy.
Whatever.
Thomas Jefferson kind of shit, like Abraham Lincoln,
that's
Barack Obama. Fuck it, like,
that's what I'm saying. So
this guy,
it's cool.
This guy though.
I mean, I understand what he's saying, because if you're the president, it's your AG, and then if you don't want to press charges, he ain't got to press charges, right? So don't fight it, right? You see what I'm saying?
I'm looking at this impeachment proceedings as we the people. And a lot of people are going to look at it in terms of another witch hunt from the Democrats. Yeah, and the Republicans holding on to there. But the other thing is that, again, just going back to it, the White House released the transcripts. They did it on their own.
But they had to.
And if the Republicans in the Senate heard this, and they don't see a crime, if the Republicans in the Senate hear this and don't hear a crime in it, because technically, in general, the legal little bow wow that I know, that's called conspiracy.
Right.
And it's also called quid pro quo.
Some of them are going to try to say shit in public while they still trying to spin the shit. But I think the more and more evidence that comes out, and if it keeps getting worse and worse and worse, because remember, I wasn't alive at that time, but I've just read that when that shit happened with Nixon, they still backed him until it just got overwhelming. Was you know Republican, yeah, fucking right. He's the one that made up that law and order bullshit. Fucking dog whistles, okay? That's another topic. Don't get me started.
Just the war on drugs.
Yeah,
war on drugs.
Yeah. Richard Nixon started that.
Yep.
Law and order bullshit. Okay, and Donald Trump tried to use that shit. That law and order
problem
bullshit.
With wars, they end.
Yeah, those are dog whistles for saying get these people that don't look like us out and let's lock them up.
Right.
But anyway.
So politically, Are the Democrats gonna scare away the red states again, or is common sense going to say, does America even know what the law is?
All we got to do is get middle America that's not bumfuck, okay? Like Minnesota.
But in general, what I'm asking is
the counties that Obama wanted,
it's just going to be how it is.
Those purple counties, you know what I'm saying? Like certain fucking Jones, like fucking Alabama, you're not going to change their fucking mind.
Right.
Trump all the way.
Right.
You could, like, Trump could admit, yeah, I did that shit, but in their head, they'd be like, no, the press made Trump do it. Like, they so fucking stupid. No, I'm serious.
I agree with you. My question is,
so many people, so many dumb motherfuckers that I never knew Republicans were that fucking stupid, or they just fucking love Trump so much.
I think it's fucking common. Dirty, it's like I don't know. I'll have that drink.
I don't know.
I will have that drink.
Like, I mean, some Republicans, they be like,
that combo drink. Trump,
right? But like the ones that they have on TV, it's like, this can't be the Republican Party that always get fucking elected a certain time. Like, these motherfuckers stupid. Like, they really dumb. And when you hear them talk, and they be like, well, if you try to fact check them, they be like, it's the media. The deep state.
They're denying
what is
facts.
The deep state? Yeah, what is the deep state?
And the president gets to deny facts, so I get to deny facts.
What the fuck is the
We're
deep
on the
state?
same team.
It's the media. The media that's telling the truth, or not just...
Or everybody else just doing research. I mean,
they think like Donald Trump is really that bad of a person. Well, he is that bad of a person. But they really think America is that type of a country that would do everything in their power to get rid of one guy. What you think Fox News was doing for 8 years when Obama was president?
Bashing him.
That's what I would ask them.
Bashing him.
That's what I would ask them. What would they do?
Bashing him.
What would they do? What would they do? Right?
They'd bash him.
There was never one time that when Donald Trump got elected, not that I can remember, that anybody said we're going to do everything in my power to make sure he's a one-term president. Mitch McConnell said that. Did he? Right? That's all shit. There was people on Fox News when Obama got elected saying, he ain't my president.
Right. Oh, I heard that a lot.
Right?
Birth certificate, Donald Trump.
Right. But then when somebody say something about Trump, they're not American. They was talking shit about Michelle Obama.
How many
but then when somebody say something about his immigrant-ass fucking wife.
Not to judge, but I'm just saying.
Fuck
and
that.
he became president. So.
But see, it's a double standard. That's some bullshit. And
there's some bullshit. Hey, but at least we all had one guy that made it through there for 8 years. So.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And
that's how he got there. So at least, somewhere.
To me, they just ignorant to me, dog. I can't fathom this shit. Like, who the fuck?
Hey man, some people just aren't as privileged to be where we're from.
They fucking
shout out to the great state of Maryland. So once again, this is Open Shots. I'm your host Alex.
Yeah,
along here with Rick. Yeah,
going on a mini rant. Let me
Rick, what are you sipping on?
My motherfucking Ninja Turtle.
I'm over here on this beer. Go ahead and sponsor us, Maryland, in the great state of Maryland. So, if you are just tuning in, we just wrapped up talking about Donald Trump and impeachment trial and all that good stuff with Congress and the Senate. You know what's going on. So we're gonna go ahead and transition right now. We already told you what the topics were, which was Donald Trump impeachment and possibly. And then Tekashi, which is coming up right now, followed by the NFL current standings and looking ahead this week and 2 weeks. And then finally, we're going to end it with U.S. soldier training people how to make bombs. So, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Rick, what you know about this guy?
He a snitch.
Is that all you know?
Cold-blooded bitch.
Is that all you know?
That's all you need to know. He's a snitch.
All right, so if you have not gotten into it,
I told y'all
it's worth checking out.
If you don't know how much time you should know how much time you can do.
Right.
And apparently he ain't know how much time he could do.
Right.
Because that's why he telling.
All right, so here is something, and I'm going to start off with it real early, and then we're going to get into the facts. Ebro from Hot 97 pretty much stated the potential theory that Tekashi 6ix9ine could have already been an informant planted into a gang. So I'm not taking away that potential just because of his court testimony.
But what about the criminal activity that he was in?
Exactly. So now, all right. So let's move on. That was just shout out to Ebro Hot 97. So moving on. So Tekashi, jumped on the scene. For all of our listeners who don't know, if you don't know who Tekashi is, we're about to fill you in. He jumped on the scene 2 years ago.
Last year, what you mean? He had one hot, not even a hot year.
He had a couple. He had a couple.
I don't
tracks.
listen to his shit.
Yeah, well, he had a couple tracks.
He had one fucking year, right? So he was out 17, right? Then 18 came, right? From my understanding, I could be wrong. I ain't never listened to the motherfucker. So let's say, Rick, when the first time you heard about that motherfucker? Maybe toward the end of 17, early 18. When he get locked up, November 18. So to me, he had a 9-month stretch. I don't know, it could be longer. Maybe a year. Give me a year. 1 year. His rise and fall was fast, dog.
Yep.
Real fast.
Once again to the Ebro and Hot 97, it could have happened. All right, so let's look at what happened to Tekashi. He used to do some rock and rap tour.
Right,
that some dude that said it was cool. That's what
he's a clown.
I think that's what Choice was talking about with the guy with the money.
Yeah,
may have been that guy. And so took him on tour to Eastern Europe. He said he made $2,000.
That's it.
And then he came back and then started. I guess how did he go from?
I think somebody probably said, man.
How did he go from that rock and rap to Eastern Europe to $2,000?
Somebody probably said Youngin came from overseas and we tried making money, and so they were probably man, what?
Hyped him up. They hyped him up.
I don't know if they hyped him up, but then they was probably man, I don't know how
we can find a way.
We can find a way for him to make more money. Come fuck with us. We're gonna introduce you to this gang shit. You gonna fuck with us. You gonna help us out with whatever the fuck we need. Yeah. That's basically what the fuck he was saying, right?
Yeah.
He did rock and roll rap. He was a clown. Pretty much. That's probably why he had that clown ass head when he came out. And them clown ass teeth. Right? So they were all right, we gonna motherfucking put you in the, I don't even know why they let him in the motherfucking gang. But anyway, that was they come up. Right? And they fucked up. And they deserve every fucking time that they get. You allow this motherfucker. Y'all supposed to be bloods, right?
Yeah, exactly. You supposed to be a gang, family, something.
All that shit.
You gonna let somebody come into your kitchen, smell the food, and then get the recipe?
Right. So
I don't know how you let that happen. I don't know how you let that happen.
Look, I don't like people that.
And they ain't fam. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that shit. Right. Fuck all that shit.
All right. So
get it how you live.
Right.
But don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. When a motherfucker who he not from your hood.
Right.
He don't know
your
neighborhood.
Same neighborhood.
Yeah, y'all ain't playing Little League together. Y'all ain't shooting no hoops together.
Y'all ain't about that same life. Y'all ain't come up together.
Y'all ain't hustle together. Y'all ain't hit y'all first J together. Y'all ain't fucking suck on the same bitch titties in middle school together. Y'all ain't do none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all ain't fucking throw rocks at busters as little kids. I'm talking about grade school little shit.
Yes.
And then you step it up. That's your man, right?
Yes.
They did none of that. He was a money bag to him.
Right.
And then the way he looking at it is yes, I'm about to get embraced. I'm about to get some money. But at the same time, he was
getting extorted.
Right.
At the same time,
now
he's getting
starting
extorted.
to get money, right?
Yeah.
And now he got robbed. Motherfuckers beat him up. Then he probably
his driver was an informant,
right? But I'm talking about before he even know all this. I'm trying to see
coming up.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to see
the youngin around the way coming up.
All this shit happened, right?
Yeah.
After he got robbed and shit like that, and then remember he was on the radio jump, but man, fuck them. I don't fuck with them no more. And then he got bad.
So let's go ahead and do just in terms of general timeline. So Tekashi got on.
Right before he got locked up, he was on the motherfucking Breakfast Club saying he don't fuck with them no more.
Right.
That's right after he got robbed and shit like that. And then he was after he
got kidnapped, which was on OnStar.
He was probably getting extorted for money. And he probably, and you know what?
That's what he said to the feds.
Yeah.
He was tired of getting extorted. He said it on the stand. He was tired of getting extorted.
Right. Somebody was probably putting a bug in his ear why the not even nobody from their game, but some industry motherfucker why you
probably the guy that first put him on with the Russian tour.
Whoever.
The Russian mob tour.
You know but if you think about it, right? In that interview, he was the only people he's scared of is the FBI and God in that interview. I remember that, right? So who the fuck told him he was getting extorted, dog? You don't think the FBI was boom, played him a tape? And then he was man, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? They played him, but you know what tape they played him. I'm trying to be a conspiracy.
I'm rolling with you on the.
But I think he really did fire him. I was just fucking around with that, but I really think they did fire him because he probably was getting tired of getting extorted. And then they were you know what? We're gonna get him. right? Because the whole time they was wiretapping his homies, right?
I think there's something exactly. So they wiretap the gangs. So you act like they're not talking about him, and they play that tape. It's like, man,
right? But that's after he got locked up. Though.
I'm just saying
that's why he snitched.
Because he heard that tape about his buddies, about we're about to murk him.
The police know he not from the hood, right? So when they lock,
he not about that gang of that life.
They know all that shit. Yeah. They know his background. They not stupid. They know this motherfucker was probably fucking a bullshit motherfucker. Did right. They
used to work at a bakery and all that shit.
All that shit, right? And so they was like,
regular what? Job
we gonna lock him up. We gonna lock him up.
But you want that life.
And then he's like, I snitched the next day.
The next
fucking day. He didn't even get to go to a fucking pre-trial.
See, my whole thing is like
he became
so he had all
an informant. He became.
I'm just asking, did he have all his money taken? Because there's legitimate money in there that what he made for as an artist. So does he have?
Right, they can't take that.
So does he have access to counsel? Where's that money? Because if you talk to your lawyer,
you just caught the plea.
Well,
you tell your lawyer something about that. What you need a lawyer for?
Okay. So you want to keep that?
I'm about to give you everything. I don't need a lawyer for that.
So keep your money and chill.
I need my lawyer for one reason. I'm gonna tell. Well, I would never.
Instead of losing all that money and lawyer fees.
I'm talking like 6ix9ine because I would never fucking snitch.
No, I'm just saying.
But if I was him and I'm doing all that tattletailing, I don't need my lawyer for that. Why I gotta pay you $15,000 to do this? Your ass come at the end and be like, how much time? That's it. For that, you stay in your office and wait for them to call you. Okay? I don't need you for that. Because he had all the fucking information.
Right.
I don't need my lawyer for that. I can tell you that.
Right.
What the fuck? He a bitch. And they deserve all the fucking time they get. They gambled. And I guess that was a little come up that they was like, man, we got the drug game, we got whatever the fuck they doing. They was like, man, we about to get rich off him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But maybe he was blown up too fast and then money started.
No.
I don't know.
So the way that I understand it is this: is that two of the guys, I forgot their names, like Shoddy and the other guy. Here's Anthony Ellison and Aljamiah Mack. They were all in the same gang. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever. The Treyway, whatever the fuck.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Treyway.
Rainbow.
You know what I'm saying? Them. You know what I'm saying? Their gang.
Right.
And they were trying to show the most loyalty they could show to Tekashi.
Right.
And so Tekashi's the middleman between these two different guys.
He's really the fucking one making
money. Exactly. And so this guy kind of went on think about it, on DMX shit. I don't know the fuck he's heard and I don't know who the fuck he's hanging out with. I'm going for fucking mine. And it happened to be that the driver is an informant.
Was an informant. Nobody
and that the
knew.
phone call was made on OnStar.
Right.
And Tekashi is getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things there, but so the story goes that they kidnapped Tekashi, took him back to his baby mama's joint. His baby mama's joint came down at what apartment, gave him all the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, get out the car. He's like, man, I'm not getting out the car. If I step out, you're going to shoot me in the back. And he was like, get the fuck out the car. He got out of the car and ran and then jumped in somebody else's car.
Right.
And then eventually somehow.
Hey, that's
what I'm saying. It's like, that's.
John, don't be try to be a little bitch playing with wolves. That's what happened to him.
Yeah. He ain't know about that.
He thought shit was sweet.
But like you said, they brought that into their family.
Yeah, absolutely.
They brought that into their house.
All that shit.
All right, so
all that shit.
Rick, you made some really good points earlier, and I want to kind of just in general for our listeners to kind of understand, in general, how city life and different places work. What's the difference between how Tekashi happened with East Coast gangs versus how it would have happened with West Coast gangs?
I think that this is my opinion.
Yes.
I don't think he would have been able to. I don't think a West Coast gang would have accepted him the way the New York gang did, because in the West Coast, that's not a fad. That's a culture. That's a way of life. You got people that they granddaddies, they fucking great granddaddies, they father, they brother.
Some of them behind the wall right now.
Right now. doing light sentences on this 3 strike shit, right? And so that shit means a lot to them. Then I don't think they would allow somebody who's not from that neighborhood to make money off that neighborhood, even if they profiting off that neighborhood. I think they got too much pride in that culture. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, but that's like literally about it.
Right.
Because everybody around you is going to judge you and they're about it.
Shit out there is serious. I mean, they got gain enhancement sentences in California. Meaning that if you get a 3-year sentence and they find out you're in a gang, that 3-year sentence is turned into like 10 years. Okay? Right. So shit is serious out there when it comes to gangs. And it's so deep rooted. I mean, it's just from like the Spanish gangs from like the 50s, right? And the Crips and the Bloods like from the 70s. And now, when we were growing up, that's maybe like, damn, we found out about that like in the 80s. So they were like 10 years old. But now we're fucking old as shit. So that's like a 40-year-old gang. So that shit is deep rooted in their whole fucking neighborhood, where the fuck it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And then now maybe.
And there's a lot of gangs in a bunch of different blocks.
Gangs, yeah.
A lot of people in LA.
And so their way of life isn't just like, oh, I'm a Blood, I'm a Crip because I found it in the jail. No, this is your neighborhood shit.
Right.
This is what
you have to come back to it. Your mom's here.
You live, you die, you breathe this shit.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Yep. It ain't just like, oh, now I'm gonna call myself Blood.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And that's I definitely agree with that. With
it's a whole
with everything you talk about, because
it's a whole different.
I mean,
different.
And
to me, I'm not from out there, but I think to me it's different.
And here's where I kind of look at it. Also, is like just in general for me is that unless you've been granddaddy, grandfather, or grandmothered into a Blood or Crip gang, it's kind of like I kind of feel like it's artificial.
Right.
It's not sanctioned.
Or even that, even the fucking Spanish gang that they got out there. You don't never know. You fucking could be from fucking this street, but your cousin live on that street. Right. And y'all fucking hoods beefing. But y'all cousins.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They shit is real like that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? This shit is serious. And they prison system is real.
Right. Yeah, because you always got to get the green light from behind the walls. Saying?
And I don't know how New York shit is. I don't even know how the fuck they got Crips and Bloods. When I found out they had Crips and Bloods like 5-6 years ago, I was like, what the fuck?
New York?
Yeah.
It's been like 10 years.
And remember they used to clown LA. Right?
Yeah.
Back in that East Coast, West Coast shit. Oh, they got Crips, they got Blood, but now y'all want to be that.
It's true.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't.
That's
true. Why I think it's like a fucking fad. Like, now we gang members. Be your block. Be your original. Be yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Be your. That's how we roll in the DMV, specifically the district. And you're from your block. You're from your block. That's literally from your block. You don't need to be a gang. You're just from your block. But I can't knock it for how you do it. Once again, this is that show, Open Shots. I am your host, Alex, along here with
Rick.
Hit us up at openshotsdmv@gmail.com. Rick, what are you sipping on?
Ninja Turtles. Cool.
Yeah, I'm still over here with these beers. Support this podcast now.
Man, fuck that.
National fundraiser.
Some more big.
So just to recap, we started with Donald Trump impeachment. Then we moved on to Tekashi 6ix9ine. And now the next topic is the NFL schedule results looking ahead for the next 2 weeks. And we're going to end it with a U.S. soldier teaching people how to make bombs. So, Rick, you are a Redskins fan.
Absolutely.
And how is it looking for the Redskins?
It's looking like we 0-3. Defense can't get off the field. Case Keenum turned into Case Keenum on Monday night. He had 5 fucking turnovers by his goddamn self. What the fuck can I say? We last in third down. I think our defense is allowing like 64% on third down conversions. That's last in the NFL. If we keep that up, that'll be an NFL record for worst in NFL history.
It sure will.
We ain't fucking we've let go over 30 points a game in all 3 games. Like the first 2 games, you could be like, Keenum, he played all right. But I was just like, when that Chicago game came, that's what he is. That's his ceiling. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck did we trade for this motherfucker? I said this shit in our preview.
Can't fire the owner.
No, and then people need to stop that.
For Redskins fans, can't fire the owner.
What the owner need to do is get rid of Bruce. I'm mad. We own 3 and I'm mad.
Who's the head coach of
Jay Gruden, and I said we was going 10-6, and I said we was going 3-13. Right? I said that shit. But I'm being real live, yeah. Look, I said this shit last year. We should have fired Jay Gruden. Why? His team quit on us.
Where did Sean McVay used to coach football at?
For the Redskins.
For the Redskins.
For the Red fucking
Didn't give him a shot.
And
Didn't want to give him a shot.
I'm gonna make my case
that
why
guy
we should have
a shot.
fired Jay Gruden. Under Jay Gruden, right in 2014, right? He was the head coach / offensive coordinator. He was one of the worst offenses in the NFL, right? 2015, 2016, he gave the offensive coordinator duties to Sean McVay. Those 2 fucking years got Sean McVay a head coaching job in LA, and we had a top 5 offense, right? 15, 16.
Agreed.
2017, Sean McVay leaves.
Yep.
Right? Jay Gruden goes back to head coaching duties and offensive coordinator duties. Our offense is out the top fucking 10. We're out of there. We was top 5 for 2 years in a row, and now we're like 19, 17, right?
Once again, you can't fire the owner.
You can. So what?
Because Sean McVay, I'm sure, was looking for that job.
You know how many head coaches?
And then he shopped it around.
You know how many head coaches are the head coaches right now that used to be Redskins assistants?
Oh, yeah.
Cal Shanahan was the offensive coordinator.
Yep.
At one time for the Redskins.
Yep.
Sean McVay was offensive coordinator one time for the Washington Redskins. Matt LaFleur was the fucking quarterback coach for the Washington Redskins under Sean McVay, and now he's the head coach for the Green Bay Packers. That's 3 right there. You know what their records are right now? 3-0.
Yep.
San Francisco 49ers, right? 3-0, Los Angeles Rams, and now 3-1, Green Bay Packers. And we're sitting at 0-3. Green Bay played on Thursday. So they got...
Yeah, that's why the 3-1.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Matt LaFleur is going to be good, but if you're looking at it right now, I mean, Cal Shanahan...
it's tough for the NFC.
I'm saying Cal
NFC
Shanahan,
North, so.
he did have a rough 2 years. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, now we're speaking like right now. You know what I'm saying? Jay Gruden right now is 0-3. And when Sean McVay
So when you pull out that the Dwayne Haskins...
I even go even further than this.
I felt like you should have pulled him out.
I was like, we let the wrong coach go. We should have kept McVay.
But you can't fire the owner.
Well, we can't fire him.
Because the owner makes that decision. You don't... All right, so... I'm giving Sean McVay a lot of credit.
You need to fire the owner. Get your head out the sand. You can't fire the owner. You know why? He owns the fucking team.
Okay, but he makes the decision on who's getting paid and what they're doing.
He needs to get rid of Bruce Allen.
Okay, so whoever makes that decision.
Bruce Allen got to go.
Bruce Allen.
You got to go.
Okay, so Bruce Allen.
Starts with him.
Because this is the question.
Jay got to go.
Sean McVay.
Who needs to go first? Greg Bernunski, defensive coordinator.
Sean McVay knew what he was worth. And I'm pretty sure.
The Rams was like, you know what?
No. Before even he puts out there. Because he has to put himself out there to be like, hey,
he's the quarterback whisperer.
Okay.
Before 2015.
Listen, just 1 second. What I'm getting to is the fact that I 100% believe that Sean McVay went to the Redskins, whoever's his boss, and was like, I need a pay bump. This is what I'm trying to bring to you. Give me the opportunity. And the Redskins was like, nope, you're too young. So then he looked at other teams.
No, he was the offensive coordinator.
Yes, I know this.
And then the Rams wanted to hire him as a head coach.
But the Redskins wouldn't give him the same opportunity?
The Redskins should have tried to offer him more money. You're right. They didn't.
Because he had that, and I know, look, the little bit I know about Sean McVay.
Yeah, but you know what?
I know about Sean McVay.
Everybody,
I'm sure
when
he
the
had that
Rams hired
conversation.
Sean McVay, everybody was saying, well, what'd he do? What'd he do? He hasn't done anything. They made the playoff once. They didn't make the playoffs. Remember, there was ESPN, everybody, all the fucking shows on ESPN saying why the Rams hired Sean McVay.
Because the Rams wanted to take a chance on something new.
Right. And then now what they say,
the gamble paid off.
They say he's a brilliant fucking mind.
Yep.
Ain't that some bullshit? And we just let him go.
Yep.
We let him go. Yep. That's why I say he's a quarterback whisperer. Fucking Jared Goff, he not sweet, but he put up good numbers.
You mean Ryan Gosling?
No, Jared Goff.
Ryan Gosling.
Who the fuck is that?
Exactly. Who the fuck is Jared Goff? I'm just fucking with you.
I don't know who the fuck Ryan Gosling is. He must make deodorant. I don't know who the fuck that
is. They look the fucking same in the helmet. No bullshit.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Shout out to the listeners for Open Shots. This is that podcast, Open Shots. Hit us up at Open Shots.
Making that Old Spice.
DMV@gmail.com. I'm your host, Alex, along here with
Rick,
how are those Ninja Turtles? Love the Red Star. I'll throw it on my door every day. Psych.
What did I look at? Didn't I text you say get the Jameson?
Oh my goodness, you texted me. So that means it happens? No.
Bullshit.
So,
anyway,
Redskins 0-3.
Hey, we can still make the playoff. We just got to win 10 of our next 16. 10 of our next 13. We got to go 10-3.
All right. So looking to this week, we have the who the Redskins playing? Oh, you're at New York.
You're gonna win. Fuck Daniel Jones. They ain't got Saquon Barkley.
I actually kind of feel like putting money on that game for the Redskins. I think they're gonna win.
They're gonna win. We're gonna win.
I think they're gonna win.
If we get the motherfuckers off the field.
I think that
no Saquon, and they got a rookie quarterback. If we don't win that game, our fucking defensive court. If we let the Giants score 30 points, defensive coordinator should be fired. We shouldn't even allow them on the fucking
30
bus.
Oh yeah, because you're looking at 30 points for every game. So that's the lid, and it's been popped. Now we need to
if Josh Norman
like an animal coming out the lid for 30 points.
Vet, like say he was a 7-year veteran that's on his 6th team in 7 years, and he got burnt that many times in the first 3 games, he'd have been cut.
Yes, I agree with. So yeah, I guess I'm a little bit biased just because I think Josh Norman is an awesome dude. I think he's a really, really cool cat. I think
he can't cover for shit.
Yeah, but apparently that's what's happening.
He can't even cover his socks, and he puts them on his feet.
Professional,
he's trash.
Sports. I also can't get mad at his commentary for that.
Trash get picked up on Fridays around my way.
He's gotten cooked.
That's when Josh Norman gets picked up on Fridays. He's gotten cooked. That's why he's not at the game on Sundays because he's in the fucking recycle bin.
Yeah, he's gotten cooked.
He needs to get cut.
3 straight weeks.
Let him go. His guaranteed money is gone. So they should have been cut him. Let him go. You don't own shit.
Right.
Fuck Josh Norman.
So who's your quarterback? Still sticking with Case Keenum? When does Dwayne Haskins get in there?
Look.
The card's the player for the coach because obviously it's to get fired today or tomorrow.
I still think that we can make the playoffs, right? And I'm with him on that. Like, we still got a chance. So that's why he wants to go with the vet, and he's playing for his job. He'll rather lose with his guy than the guy that he never really wanted. That's how I look at it.
You don't think he wanted a quarterback?
I don't think he wanted a rookie quarterback because I think that's going to, in his mind, he wants to make the playoffs. And I don't think in his head, I don't think he thinks a rookie quarterback can lead him to a playoffs. I think that means rebuild.
Ohio State.
He's in his 6th year. He's in his 6th year.
And he also has his receiver on the same team.
Hey, Scary Terry, that's what they call him.
So
I don't call him that.
I'm not even a Redskins fan, but I mean, because the Redskins are the 2nd best team in the state of Maryland.
Hmm?
Where do the Redskins play?
Yeah, but they're the Washington Redskins.
Where do they play?
They play in Landover.
Landover, Maryland.
Yeah, who's better than
are the Redskins? Landover Redskins, and then the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens are trash.
Lamar Jackson is trash.
Trash.
After being like completely blown out the entire game the other day, they lost by 5, 33-28.
You know why they lost? Because they forced him to throw the ball.
No, they lost because of the first quarter.
They forced him to throw the ball.
They lost. No,
he was
that's
like
not
22.
why they lost.
What you mean?
They lost because
the Kansas City Chiefs just put out the blueprint. Forced Lamar Jackson to throw the fucking ball. The Ravens got a good running attack. I admit that, okay? They
lost because Harbaugh in the first quarter
They lost because they quarterback was 22 for 49 or some shit like that.
The first quarter they missed a field goal.
What is a good completion percentage for a quarterback? What's good? What's a good completion percentage?
They were playing down from the first quarter.
Why were they losing?
That's coaching decisions. Because they went for it on 4th down on the coach's gamble. It's like, why the fuck
that read option shit or that play action shit, it works when you're winning or when the game is tight.
It was like 3rd or 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
When the score gets out of hand or you're down by 15 or you're down by 14 and those trick passes and the defense isn't going for it and you have to step back and drop back and throw the ball, you're going to get a 22-44 performance. But that's what you're going to get.
Those weren't the play calls.
And they were playing down. What is a good completion percentage for you?
I'm not worried about the completion percentage. I'm telling you the plays
because he was missing a lot of open
pretty much lost the game for Baltimore in the first quarter. It happened in the first quarter. They went for it on 4th down because they had on 4th down before.
They're trash. They get picked up on Friday.
What's their record? 2-1.
Fuck their record.
What's your record?
We're 0-3.
All right, so when you get a dub,
Baltimore has no history.
Talk to the first best team.
We still got more Super Bowl rings than they do. They looking up at the rate. We got 3.
They got 2 in.
Okay.
How long have they been around?
Okay, so
how long
what?
have they been around?
Hey, what?
They got 2 in.
No, they the fucking Cleveland Browns, so they've been around for fucking 60
No,
fucking years.
because the Cleveland Browns are still playing AFC North.
It's the same team.
It's really not. Baltimore Ravens.
It's the same fucking
I thought it was
team.
the Indianapolis Colts.
That
the Colts
team
left.
that went from Cleveland.
The Colts left.
No, that team that went to Cleveland, they went to Baltimore. Okay? The NFL just said you can't take the history with you. So you got to start your own. So you know what? We still have more than that. Okay?
But 2 in how many years? 15?
Who has more rings?
Okay. All right.
You know math? What's more, 3 or 2?
So the Dallas Cowboys
Who has more Hall of Fame?
are at New Orleans this Sunday
They got
night.
no Drew Brees. I still go with New Orleans.
I'm Teddy Bridgewater. All right.
It's in New Orleans.
All right. I'm going to take the Cowboys. Of course. I'm going to take the Cowboys. Jacksonville at Denver.
I'm taking Jacksonville. Denver's trash. They got Joe Flacco as their quarterback.
I'm going to take Denver. Minnesota at Chicago.
I'm taking Minnesota.
I'm going to take Chicago. Defense. Seattle at Arizona.
Seattle.
Tampa at Los Angeles.
Rams.
The Rams. Carolina at Houston. Yeah. Houston as well. Cleveland and Baltimore.
At Baltimore, I think Baltimore will win this because Cleveland's overrated.
Baltimore. Cleveland's some shit.
They're trash.
Their D-line is good, though.
They're overrated.
No, their D-line is good. Their D-line is tough. Both defensive ends are tough. So, Washington at New York.
Redskins, what the fuck?
I think I am going to err on the side of caution and go with the Giants. Los Angeles Chargers at Miami.
Who do you think? Isn't
Chargers.
That the Chargers. Why you even add? That's easy.
Oakland at Indy.
Baltimore trash. Oakland at Indy. We going with Baltimore trash. We going at Indianapolis.
Oakland at Indy.
I'm going with the Colts.
I think I'll do the same thing. I'll go with the Colts. Kansas City at Detroit.
KC.
Also, KC. New England at Buffalo.
New England. Why?
Yeah, New England, of course. Tennessee.
Hey, look.
Tennessee.
Buffalo 3-0. Let me tell you, Buffalo 3-0.
Yeah.
Right? So the Bills fans, they're going to be hyped. Yeah, we 3-0. This is the
But they're playing a real team.
Yeah, no. They hit. I've been a fan, right? I know what it feels like going to a stadium. Oh, this is it. We just did it today.
We certainly did.
We just did it today. We were like, yeah, Blade 3-0. We about to go against Paint Branch, give him some bump, got mopped up, right? That's exactly what's going to happen to Buffalo and New England. Buffalo going to be like, yeah, I think this the year we can take New England, and New England going to go in there and mop the floor with their
Did you
ass.
see Tom Brady? Right on, yeah, I'm taking it.
They're about to get their ass whooped.
I wonder what the spread is on that game.
It's going to be too much.
And then the last game is
I saw Falcons.
Tennessee. Well, no, there's still one more game. Tennessee to Atlanta.
Falcons going to take that.
Yeah, I'll take Falcons also. And then Monday night is Cincinnati at Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh.
And Pittsburgh also. Playing at home at Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh.
So the bye this week is New York and San Francisco. Looking ahead to next week, Rick.
Crucial picks. What's up?
Yes. So Thursday night's game, Los Angeles Rams at Seattle Seahawks.
I'm going to take the Rams.
I'm going to also take the Rams. Sunday's games, Arizona at Cincy.
Somebody got to win, right?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bungles.
What if I say tie?
Hey, you can take it. Hey, it'll work.
Bengals. I go Bengals. I don't think they're going to tie.
You
But if they tie,
you can take a tie.
If they tie, can I
No,
get
you
credit
can't switch sides. Pick it now. Tie or pick a team.
Can I say Bengals tie? Like if the
They're
Bengals
good. If
win,
it's a
I
tie,
win?
if they're
Yeah,
tied,
but can I say
it's a
Bengals tie? Like if the
No,
Bengals
because you
win,
can say
I win.
Arizona tie. So no, you're not getting that.
Okay.
So pick a team or a tie.
Bengals tie. I'm getting credit regardless. If the Bengals gonna win or they gonna tie.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bungles also. Buffalo at Tennessee.
Buffalo gonna drop 2 in a row. Tennessee's kind of hard,
All right.
especially at Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be 3-2.
All right. I will also take Tennessee. Chicago versus Oakland. I'm taking the Bears.
Bears on that one.
The Bears.
At Oakland or
At Oakland. No, I'm sorry. No, Chicago versus Oakland.
so
I think
at
it's
the
actually-
Bears.
I think it's at the Bears. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna get ugly. This is gonna be.
Yeah.
the Bears.
I'll take the Bears.
They're gonna treat John Gruden like they treated Jay Gruden. Okay.
Yeah.
You know that's their coach, his brother. Yeah. So it's gonna be another 31 jaloping.
Tampa Bay at New Orleans.
Ooh, feel sorry for you,
I'm taking New
Tampa Bay.
Orleans.
You got a good beach and Six Flags. Not Six Flags. Motherfucking Busch Gardens is good in Tampa Bay.
Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens is nice in Tampa Bay, but New Orleans is going to fuck y'all up. Let's go to Saints.
Okay. Minnesota at New York. Minnesota.
The Giants? Yeah, Minnesota should beat the Giants.
Yeah.
Giants doo-doo.
New York Jets at Philadelphia.
Philly.
Eagles. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Ravens. I'm taking Baltimore.
It's a rivalry game, so yeah, no bet Roethlisberger. I'll take the Ravens.
New England at Washington. Redskins fan. Redskins fan. Tell me, where are you?
I can never on
Tell me where you at. Where you at?
I can
Redskins fan at?
I would never on air say that we'll lose.
So New England and Washington, 1 o'clock game. Not this Sunday, but the following Sunday.
My laugh says it all. I will not answer that.
You have to pick one. Can't be gender neutral on
Picking
this
the
one.
Redskins. Fuck that.
So the Skins are winning.
Yeah.
I'm taking. That's like a Joker laugh. Do you know how crazy you sound? Do you know how crazy you sound, bro?
Hey, I can't say it. Not
Jacksonville
not
at Carolina.
you can hear me,
Jacksonville
dog.
at Carolina.
Jacksonville what?
At Carolina.
Let's go Jacksonville. If
I'm
Cam
going-
Newton's playing,
I'm going Carolina because if he's back, I'm hoping he's back. I don't know
if he's not. If it's not Jacksonville, if Cam Newton's back, then
Yeah, I'm guessing that Cam Newton's gonna be back. So I'm
if
taking
he's there,
Carolina.
I'm taking Carolina.
Yeah, I'm taking. I'm on the same boat with that one.
Okay.
Atlanta at Houston.
At Houston. You
Matt
what?
Ryan.
Atlanta don't play good on the road,
Sean
so I'm gonna
Wilson.
say Houston. Atlanta don't play good on the road.
I think I'm gonna take
In
Atlanta.
the Georgia Dome, they sweet.
I think I'm gonna take Atlanta.
Or whatever the fuck
They're still playing in the dome.
Mercedes-Benz Dome, whatever they sweet.
I'm taking Atlanta. I'm taking Atlanta. You're taking Houston. Denver at Los Angeles Chargers.
Chargers.
Green Bay at Dallas.
At Dallas. Dallas been playing pretty good this year at home. But
It's only 3 games in.
fuck Dallas, Green Bay.
I'm taking Dallas. Indy at Kansas City.
KC.
Kansas City. And Monday night's game, Cleveland at San Francisco.
That's really Monday night.
Yeah, I'm going to take Cleveland. Fuck it. Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run.
No,
I'm going to take Cleveland.
I'm taking San Fran.
I'm going to go. All right, sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and take Cleveland on that one. All right, right on. So that
Did
was
you
our.
write that shit down so we see if we right or wrong? What the fuck?
We can listen to it on the podcast. Da-dar! So our last topic. Once again, this is that show. You know what it is. We're still moving on. Open Shots. Hit us up at openshotsdmv@gmail.com. Once again, that is openshotsdmv@gmail.com. I'm your host, Alex, along here with my co-host. Happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
You had a good week?
Fucking right.
Right on. Everything was good. What'd you go for dinner for your birthday?
We went to the a little Jonah Wheaton, a little mini carnival they having. You know they had a little carnival.
No, I did not know this.
Yeah, you know,
I didn't.
my daughter.
Apparently, I'm not Wheaton like that.
We seen that shit when they were setting that shit up when they was getting balloons and shit for my birthday party.
Right on.
And my wife wanted to go out there, so we went out there. We went to Bar Louie. Food sucked, dog.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was bad. It was bad.
Their food sucks.
Their food is bad.
Yeah, like they appetizers not that bad, but if you get like they sandwiches and shit like that, like
their burgers are terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. The burgers are not trifling. The burgers are nasty.
They're terrible.
They fucking they pork nachos and they chicken nachos are hitting. So is they wings. So if I ever go out there, which I doubt I will,
Right.
just stick to the appetizers. If you go to Bar Louie, don't get with it. Don't go past the appetizer jump. You know it's like little sections like appetizer, drink, whatever. Don't go past the second page.
Wasting money.
It was $80. It was $80 on toilet. Yeah, I could literally say that. I spent $80 at Bar Louie on food and it was trash. Except for my appetizers. My appetizers was smack on.
Bar Louie, we're down to get paid to change this customer review. Just kidding, we're not.
No, your bar
because this is
sucks.
a customer reviewer. So
your food sucks.
So we're still moving on. If you didn't keep up with us, the topics that we started out with this show were Donald Trump impeachment, Tekashi 6ix9ine. I think he's helping out with the impeachment. Yeah, you never know with Tekashi.
He did it.
NFL. We just wrapped up with the NFL, and our last topic, we are going to end on a U.S. soldier.
U.S. terrorist.
A U.S. soldier who
You're nice about
showed how to make a bomb on Facebook.
Yeah.
And was thinking about joining a neo-Nazi group in the Ukraine and I guess fight like just global terrorism. I would imagine that part.
He's a terrorist.
Because you're going to another country to fight that government. Right. I would imagine that's terrorism.
Right. I think it would have been a bigger story if that same person would have fucking caught joining ISIS. It'd have been all over.
Right.
But since it's not ISIS and it's not a Muslim country, they're gonna like throw it under the rug. I'm surprised you even heard about this shit because I ain't even hear about this shit until you was talking to me about this shit. I think it'd have been bigger news. I think it'd have been bigger news if he was trying to join ISIS, but he's just joining a far right group, which technically means white supremacist group. If you want to be nice about the shit.
This guy over here, he's going to, overseas and, so I think one of my questions is, what are we vetting any of the people who are going to our service to learn how our military is able to operate? Like, is there no kind of vetting process or application process?
I ain't never joined that shit though, but I don't know. But I think they don't give a fuck, man. Come join this shit.
That's kind of how I feel also.
They take anybody. They don't give a fuck as long as you ain't got no felonies.
That's how I feel.
Come on with it. Cause they need them. It ain't like it's the fucking
They need
40s.
bodies. Yep.
Yeah, it ain't like
bodies.
it's the 40s and the 50s when people wanted to join the army. Now motherfuckers, this is me just speaking, like they just go because they ain't got shit to do. Like,
right.
Okay.
Why not learn about for free how to handle a firearm and travel and
really target those rural areas.
They do
anyway.
Low impoverished areas.
Yeah, they do all that shit, and they do like inner cities and shit.
Low impoverished.
You don't see them motherfuckers at
not that much
Sidwell Friends. Have you seen the recruiters office at Sidwell Friends? Have you seen one fucking person walking some shit like that?
You see them on the corner of fucking Connecticut and Western.
Yeah,
show me, like
show it to me.
I guarantee you, like all the
so
super
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But that's the type of people that want to join the fucking military, to be honest with you. Because, we lived out here.
But don't we have a responsibility in order to... So, all right, let me just go ahead and be completely radical with this. And a lot of people will be like, it's communist or whatever the fuck. But you know how in Israel, if you're from Israel, you have to have training.
No.
I believe that you should.
You should.
I believe that you should.
No.
I believe that you should.
No, you have.
Why not be able to handle a firearm?
You have to want to join the army.
No. I
don't believe in Vietnam that they should be able to draft people. That's bullshit.
Once again, no. I'm not saying go to war. I'm saying know how.
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to get free education, kind of like that. But, and it's not like but it's not for the government is.
Yeah.
The government is.
How you going to raise this money?
By raising wages.
You think the government just shit out money?
By raising wages.
Raising wages is going to do what?
Decrease fucking earnings for the fucking people at the top. Well, greed. Again, you can't control that in a capitalist society. So, but I'm not communist like that either.
Who's going to get a pay raise?
The workers.
What workers?
For whatever business you have.
Say what business you have. How much you going to pay your workers?
Minimum wage.
So you as a business owner would give them the bare minimum, but then you're fighting for people to get paid more money.
Well,
that's fucking backwards.
I'm just starting as a business. Do I have money now? I'm just starting as a business. So I just got to see if this business can survive.
$15 an hour for minimum wage, is that good for you?
If I can get this business to build.
No, do you like it in general? Do you like
I'm so pro-union, it's not even funny.
Do you know? I'm just saying, is $15 an hour good for minimum wage? For the whole United States?
15 times. Well, no. I don't, because cost of living, it depends. Because an accountant in fucking Texarkana is not getting paid the same as an accountant, but it's not getting the same as an accountant in Bethesda.
So if you were owning a business, would you pay your workers top dollar or would you give them the bare minimum?
Where are we at in terms of my business? It
don't matter where you at. You just open the business. You want to hire some people. You want them to come work for you. How much are you willing to pay them?
Shit, I'm taking every fucking loss as the opening business owner. I'm going to pay you the fucking bare minimum. on my first
year.
So
then what the fuck is you talking about then? You talking about everybody should fucking get paid, but you as a business owner don't even want to pay the motherfucker. So what makes you think an established company motherfucker wants to do it? At the end of the day, it's about putting money in your pocket. Just because you fucking make $1 a day, that's your profit. You in your head, you still trying to make that $1 a day. Now that motherfucker getting $1 million a day is thinking just like you. He's thinking exactly like you.
Right.
So you can't be like, pay them that, but then when we be like, now it's your turn to pay, you just like the rest of the motherfuckers. You be like, shit, I ain't trying to pay that motherfucker that shit. I get fucking Tito to do that shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? So then what the fuck is you saying? You want to pay the motherfucker, but you don't want to pay the motherfucker.
I do.
You don't. Because I just said, if you start a business, how much you gonna pay? You like,
if I was starting a business.
It don't matter. It don't matter if you starting, because you doing the same shit the rich motherfuckers doing. If you really want the motherfuckers to come up, you be like, cuz I got you with 15. Let's both get it.
I don't have that 15 yet.
So then, that's what they thinking. They got it, but they could find somebody who could do it for that fucking 750.
I think
they don't need you.
We're mixing things up over here. So anyway.
Not mixing up. You fucking being a hypocrite. You want motherfuckers to get paid, but when it's your time to pay somebody, you don't want to pay them.
I'm trying to pay them, but I'm
you
just coming up.
Bare minimum.
I'm just coming up. If I had to do it on my own, I'd do it on my own.
Why are you doing it? Because you want to make a profit, right?
Yes.
That same motherfucker up there, that's all he care about. So he don't want to pay that motherfucker $15 an hour. Because if you got to pay him,
but you don't think companies like McDonald's and Wendy's and Home Depot and Lowe's,
they're greedy.
At the level that they're at,
they're greedy.
Well, so then I say
they're greedy.
I say to all you workers out there who don't have unions, I'm so pro union. Start thinking about getting your union.
But unions are making the auto industry go up.
That's the United Auto Workers industry. So that's their union.
You can't be like, oh, that's their union.
That is kind of.
Fuck, you get $35 an hour.
I don't know how their union works.
You get $35 an hour for putting a tire on.
I don't know how.
And then you wonder why, damn, why that fucking shit cost $60,000? Because I had to pay the motherfucker $35 an hour.
Yeah, I don't know how their union works.
You see what I'm saying?
All right. So this guy, the army guy, so U.S. soldier. Was
terrorist.
Pretty much. Did he talk to a Fed? Wasn't he like trying to?
No, he talked to an FBI informant.
So
why motherfuckers meet motherfuckers online and wonder why they got locked up?
Yep. So he was online on Facebook.
It was some bullshit.
Teaching people how to make bombs.
Some FBI guy was like, "Hi, I'm Jimmy. I love tanks. Hit me back." And that dumb motherfucker probably hit him back like, "You trying to blow some shit up?" He was like, "Yes, this is Jimmy. Please call me back. I want weapons."
Right.
That's how them dumb motherfuckers go. And I bet you they support Trump.
More than like, well, he was gonna go do some neo-Nazi
and they all
shit.
Support Trump.
And like the Ukraine and
they all support Trump. And they all some Second Amendment toting gun right motherfuckers who don't understand what that fucking shit actually means. And actually, your man had a beautiful point. I wish he would see it to bring that shit up again. Damn.
Choice, shout out to Choice.
Yeah, he fucking brought up an excellent point about the Second Amendment. Damn, he said he sent you the picture of that shit too.
We can't
look at it now, but man, it was a great point because man,
don't have any evidence
basically,
anymore.
Like from
Tekashi, where are you?
Right. Basically, from what he said was like when that shit was written and shit like that, it was I don't know. I can't. Don't hold me to it.
When it was written for the times,
right?
And it was about.
It was about that how
it was about white men and the leader of the house. It was all right. So if you're all right, so pretty much shout out to Choice. Shout out to Choice. He's pretty much saying was that if you are making the rules and you're the head of the household,
he was saying how the army was just disbanded after the Revolutionary War and when they wrote all that shit that the Second Amendment was meant for that. Was meant for your National Guard, and that when another country invades, and we all gather up and form that army,
the Union, right, to fight as a union,
right. So technically, if people want to use the Second Amendment right, it should only be in existence if you don't have an army.
Okay.
You see
so once you have an army,
then we
the right to form a militia.
Militia should no longer exist.
But you still have your Second Amendment right.
How? The right
Second Amendment is right to bear arms.
It's no longer in void because you already have an army. I think what he was saying is... But you still have the right to bear arms. I think what he was saying is, I could be misinterpreting what he was saying.
I'm pretty sure you're on it.
Come on, Rick. He was saying that when they wrote it, it was for us not having an army.
Right.
But we do have an army.
Yes.
So your right to form a militia shall no longer exist.
Because you're already taken care of by the union that's been accepted. Right.
So people who should carry weapons should be our military. That's what he's saying. Okay, I'm just
summarizing.
I could be wrong because I think then he brought up like Julius Caesar and how fucking. That's why America did that shit, because people learned from him, because he allowed an army into a city, and what happened? They took over and they killed them. So people learned from that and was like, oh, we don't want armies in our cities. See what I'm saying? No, I'm not.
Once again, learning things here on the show. Open Shots. This is that podcast.
Now, you ain't here for me. I'm just going by what somebody told me. And it makes sense. Now, am I saying...
It does make sense.
What am I saying should hold truth? I don't know. But when he told me that shit, I was like, oh my God. I ain't ever think of it that way. You understand what I'm saying?
History.
Right.
Learn from history.
Right. So I don't know if that's wrong or right. I just have to throw
No, it's learn from history. Nah, but shout out to Choice.
Choice. That's his name. Yeah. Valid point.
So once again, this is that show, Open Shots. Hit us up at openshotsdmv@gmail.com. I'm your host, Alex, along here with
Rick.
And Rick, what are you sipping on?
Motherfucking hand.
We're still left of that, John. The Red Star. Let's throw that on the door. Yeah. See what kind of reaction we get.
IPAs ain't trying to fuck with you. Hey, don't hang it.
All right, so Rick, what do you think is going to happen to the soldier?
They locked him up, right?
Yeah, he's locked up right now.
They need to treat him like a terrorist, just like they'll treat Al Qaeda. Fry his ass.
So you think that? And that's why we brought this up on Open Shots.
Fry his ass.
Because
I don't want to hear that.
What he did.
He's Jimmy from Nebraska.
Having confidential access to our knowledge and information as far as being a U.S. soldier, and then exporting that to another country in order to fight alongside a paramilitary or neo-Nazi, whatever the fuck.
Frying, dog.
I think that I agree with Rick on that. It kind of has to be treated the same way.
Absolutely.
I kind of agree
Treat him like he's Tekashi from fucking Morocco.
Right.
And he was in America doing that shit.
Right.
Fry his ass.
Right.
No holds barred.
Right. And I'm pretty sure.
Send him to Guantanamo Bay. With fucking Guantanamo. With send his ass to Cuba. Not the parts that I want to see. The other parts.
Waterboard his ass. Whatever.
No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in waterboard.
Okay, so just throw baseballs at him?
No, we're Americans.
Blindfolded?
Lock his ass up.
Throw baseballs at him? Blindfolded?
No, it's not Iraq.
I would throw baseballs at this guy blindfolded. Just for like an hour?
No.
Just because he's like a neo-Nazi and he was going back to like try and start a race war in the Ukraine, and hopefully it builds. And you know that whole nationalism versus European Union? Because the European Union is you get to travel as long as you're a part of the union and no passport. Right. And all the nationalists are like, you're not
Get
white.
Out of my country.
Exactly. Right. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm good with, blindfold over your head for an hour and I get to throw baseballs at you.
Up and just throw him in a cell. Hopefully you go to federal prison and just put him in a federal prison when there's nobody like his kind and see how he like it.
Throw him around Muslims is what I would say if they're facing kind of the same charges.
Perfect.
And like.
Make them cellies.
And Marion.
Make them cellies.
Yeah, put it in Marion because, Marion, you don't get daylight.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll make them cellies.
Florence is, the you can't get away kind of shit because it's, in between valleys and mountains and all that shit. But I would throw them in Marion with a Muslim cellmate and be like, hey, this is the rest of your life. At least the next
They
time.
might plot some vicious shit together. You keep themselves away from each other. Because even though they don't like each other, they might do some vicious ass shit just to get together. The fuck out.
Hey. Evolution of criminology.
And they kill each other when they get out. I don't know.
Hey, could be a movie plot. Once again, this is that show, Open Shots. Hit us up at openshotsdmv@gmail.com. I'm your host, Alex, along here with
Rick.
And this is that show. We'll be back with you in 2 weeks. We've already made, just to recap.
Hey, my prediction, Earl Spence is going to knock Sean Porter out in the 10th round.
That's tomorrow night. That's a good fight. We're about to find out. We're recording on a Friday night.
I could be wrong.
So we covered on this episode of Open Shots, Donald Trump impeachment, Tekashi 6ix9ine. I know he's somewhere around here. Somebody's listening. NFL roundup, and we ended up with a U.S. soldier teaching people how to make bombs on Facebook.
Earl Spence.
And then Rick, shout out to Earl Spence. He's going to make it happen.
Sean Porter.
So Earl Spence gonna make it happen?
Sean Porter, Earl Spence gonna knock him out. He's gonna, and then he gonna fight Pacquiao, knock Pacquiao out.
Once again, this is that show, Open Shots. We will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you for listening to us. Hopefully you got a little bit of insight into something you probably hadn't thought about it, or if you thought about it at a different angle. We will see you in 2 weeks. Rick?
Yeah. Hell yeah. See you in 2 weeks.